Hi, my name is Keith Cooper of Northlight Images. This is one of my series of shortish videos looking at specific prints I've made, some of the background behind them, the why, how I took them on occasions, but really just looking at prints that I've made for various reasons and things that I hope people will find of interest behind them, some of the background for it. Now, this was early one morning, driving on in Colorado near Grand Lake. I was with Karen at the time. We were driving along and I stopped because I saw this view and the atmospheric perspective, that's the sort of decreasing saturation of colours and tonality as you go into the distance, looked really interesting. So I got out, I took, I don't know, perhaps half a dozen photos of various things, and this is just one of them. They were taken, I can't remember the lens offhand here, but they were taken with probably a 24-70, I think, on a Canon 1DS Mark III. So that's 21 megapixels. This is printed, by the way, on 17-inch paper, roll paper. This one is on something like Epson Premium Luster or something like that. It's a luster. I've had to adapt the lighting a bit here, so it's why it's a bit odd, to eliminate reflections off it, and reflections are always a problem with prints. Now, this particular one, I like it because of the colour. I like the way that it gives the overlapping, receding landscape. Just gives a nice feel for it. With the boats as well, there's no real waves or anything. The reflections of the boats, so it gives a fairly calm scene to it. Now, nice picture. Turns out this was one that Karen really liked the colours of, and it is a holiday snap. And as that, decided that the colours matched the colour scheme she wanted for a room in our old home. And so I produced a larger version of it. Now, I'm only just going to lift this one up because this one is a fair weight. And this is a larger version of the print. Let's get a bit better light on it there. That's a larger version. Now, the larger version is also printed on a luster photo paper. But you may have noticed I didn't get any particular problems with reflections there. That's because this print has been laminated onto foam core and has then had it's a semi-matte lamination over the top of it. That means, incidentally, that you can clean it. There's no risk of damaging the surface. You'll notice it's framed, and I was able to lift it quite easily. That's because all it is just a basic frame that's been made, custom frame, that fits over that lamination. So I've got a very large photo, a print, and I don't recall what software, how I processed this one, but you can easily take 1DS Mark III images up to this size, I found. It looks fine. But here's a photo that you might frame and put behind glass or something like that. Here is one that is safe to, and this one ended up in our bedroom, and I'm not worried about having pictures like this on the wall. If it falls off, it's going to make a dent. It has not got glass in it or something like that, which could be dangerous. So I have done a video in the past looking at some aspects of this, and I'll put a link in the notes to it. But it's just a way that I use for making presentation prints sometimes. This, I wouldn't call this not a fine art print at all or anything like that. It's not archival. Well, it'll probably outlast me, but and it was printed on pigment inks for what it's worth. But the main thing is the picture. I like the picture from the composition point of view. What Karen really liked about it was the colours, because the colours matched the colour scheme of the room. And sometimes you do, as a photographer, just have to accept that somebody likes one of your pictures because the colours match the room. Now, as I say, Karen liked the actual place as well because, it's somewhere we went and travelled together. But don't get too precious over them. If somebody goes, wow, I love that picture, and you go, why do you love that picture? Is it this? Is it that aspect of composition? And they go, no, it's the colour. It will match the decor in my room. If that means a print sale, that means a print sale. As I say, don't get too precious over your work sometimes. Now, Hope that was of interest. I will be having more sort of pictures like this. I've got a whole stack of pictures to do, just these little short videos. There is a playlist that will include all of them together if you're interested in it. Any questions? Just let me know. And as I say, the mounting stuff, I'll put a link to the video there in the notes. So thanks for watching. Bye.